Time got away from me, guys. I'm sorry I am late. I'm sorry, but I'm here now. Yes, you're furious too. Okay, so we have some updates with the Alex Murdaugh investigation. Hi, Debbie. Thank you for joining us. Um, yeah, this is getting crazier and crazier. So I was able to pull some interviews that the police did with a few people at the hospital the night of the incident. Hi, Queen of O'Hara. Hi, Wicked Wisdom. Hi, Sherry. Hi, Susan. Let's see. Hold on, guys. I just got a message and I hate to do this, but let me grab this real quick. And he was on a mission from the night of this boat accident. And I'm talking about Alex Murdaugh. He was on a mission. Hi, Amy. Hi, Big Bad Wolves. Hi, Sarah Z. Oh, my God. I think I said Wicked Wisdom. Hi, Wicked Wisdom. Hi, Viva. Hi, Queen of O'Hara. How are you? Let's see. Who else do we have? You guys are coming in. Okay. I know it's people's lunchtime and I'm not going to keep you too long, but I just want to run through this. And today we're probably going to have more news. There's a press conference set for 3:00. So we're going to be getting more news out of South Carolina. Hi, Big Bad Wolves. Hi, Patriot America. How are you? Welcome, 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 welcome. So with this Alex Murdaugh situation right now, young man named Connor Cook. Hi, Terry Lynn. How are you? A young man named Connor Cook has now filed a lawsuit against Alex Buster Parker Convenience Store. And so I think I have it. His interview with the police. But before we get to that interview, the cops were at the hospital that night and they interviewed Linda Blunt, who was the nurse that was in charge at Beaufort Hospital. So when they say that Alex was on a mission to try to cover this up, he was. What is being hidden? Hide what? I'm not hiding, Sherry. Show. Okay. All right. So he was on a mission that night to try to cover everything up. Terry Lynn, you're normally up early. But anyway, Terry Lynn was up late. Okay. So he was on a mission at the hospital that night, okay, to start. You haven't been following. Oh, Wicked Wisdom. So, okay, let me just break this down for you. So in 2016, a young man named Stephen was ran over. Well, it was hit and run accident. He was rumored to be in a relationship with Buster Murdaugh, Alex Murdaugh's son. The housekeeper in 2018 had a trip and fall in the house and she died. Alex took responsibility for that, introduced her to one of his friends, introduced her sons to one of his friends who took the case and helped settle the wrongful debt suit against Alex for $500,000, which he never paid out. So then his son, Paul, who was facing 3 felony counts for a boating accident that killed Mallory Beach. He was thrown from the boat, and his wife Maggie were found SHOT by the kennel at their home. And then September, I can't remember the date, Alex said that someone took a shot at him, which we later find out that he hired one of his clients and his drug dealer, Curtis Edward Smith, to shoot him in the head so that Buster, to kill him, so that Buster can get a $10 million insurance policy. Everybody's caught up now? Yes. Rest in peace, Mel. Yes. So the young man, Connor Cook, has now filed a lawsuit. And I was looking through all of my stuff today, and just to get the updates, because I was going to show you guys, the updates, and I was working on, but I was going to do a pre-record. And I'm like, oh, hell no. I said, no. I need to go live for this because this is a lot. So let me share my screen. Hi, Terry. Hi, Grandma Six. I just saw you come in, and somebody else I saw. Hi, Elizabeth. Welcome. I saw someone else. I'm sorry. Donna. Is it Donna? Or Doanne? Damn, Gina. That's it. Damn, Gina. Okay, welcome. I got to get these names right. So it was a little bit too much for me just to say, let me do a pre-record. So let me just show you guys this. So I want you to see the interview that was Connor Cook did after the accident. So let me just play this for you guys really quick. So we're going to see how Alex was on a mission.
At web.com, you won't find your favorite movie, but you will find the web's easiest to use website built.
I never saw who was driving again.
Who was the last person you saw driving?
I'm pretty sure it was Paul. But
so this is Miley Altman,
because he was just, not in his right mind. Like he was just like, I need to drive and all that kind of stuff. He was, like I said, he's very persistent with driving. So I'm pretty sure. Because I don't know that for a fact, because I was still standing, like I was still facing forward. Like I wasn't like, constantly looking back.
Mm-hmm.
But like as I was looking forward, like the last person I saw was him. So.
Okay. So let me tell you, Miley was at the hospital with Connor Cook and all of them. Okay. Let me get back here. So she was at the hospital. So no one knew at that time, and Debbie, correct me if I'm wrong. From what I'm reading on her statement, no one knew that Mallory had been thrown from the boat at that time. So, well, they probably didn't know she was deceased. Okay. They couldn't find her. So Alex is at the hospital, and I'm going to pull this up so you guys can see this, and I'm going to probably have to read it to you as well, but let me pull it up so you guys can see exactly what I pulled up. So this is going to be Alex Murdaugh.cloud. There we go. So here's the document that I pulled. Let me get this big screen so you guys can see it. Let me take you down. So let me see. So on this, so they interviewed Linda Blount. She was the charge nurse at Beaufort Hospital the night of the boating accident. She stated that Paul kept trying to go in Miley's room. Okay. Miley was being treated. Okay. Molly Morgan, she was being treated. She was in the ER room number 15. After she got treated, they moved to the room 26. She said that there were 2 other patients from the boating incident in question that came into the hospital ER. These 2 people were identified as Connor and Miley. Okay. So Ms. Blunt stated that Miley was seen by the nurses after her parents had her to consent to being treated for getting drug tested. So they were in there. They called Alex to come up, which is Paul's dad. Paul is now deceased. Ms. Blunt stated that she observed Paul's father trying to get into Morgan's room. I said Miley's, I'm sorry, into Morgan's room. Ms. Blunt stated that Paul's father was advised to go back to his son's room or leave the ER. Ms. Blunt also stated that she could smell alcohol on Paul's father. Ms. Blunt stated that she told the hospital security guard to keep an eye on Paul's father and room number 15, which is where Morgan was at. Okay. Ms. Blunt stated that after Morgan had her procedure and was done being rolled back into her room, she observed Miley, who you saw on the video, whisper something into Morgan's ear. Morgan began to visibly get upset. Ms. Blunt stated that she overheard Morgan say to the DNR officers that were there in the ER that she wanted to change her story. She said that Morgan appeared to be upset and concerned about Mallory. So we have another statement from Hannah Finn. She was interviewed that night. This is what I'm telling you. This man was on a mission that night to keep everybody quiet about. That's why he's complicit. Him, his son, complicit. So when they interviewed Hannah Finn, oh my God. They're talking about the officers, the agent Chandler and Buford Memorial Compliance Officer Allison Cooper. You know, they were all in there. So the incident was located. Miss Finn overheard a portion of a phone conversation with Mr. Murdaugh was having, and he stated, "She's gone, baby, she's gone." Miss Finn felt that Mr. Murdaugh was cold and detached in regards to the victim / injured. Ms. Finn again mentioned that Mr. Murdaugh seemed to be trying to orchestrate everyone into getting on the same page. So he was at the hospital trying to make sure that everybody was on the same page. He actually tried to make it seem like Connor Cook was the one driving the boat and not his son, Paul. This family is crooked as all outdoors. All outdoors. And guys, just in case you don't know, Devi Chavez is the cousin to Mallory Beach, who was thrown from the boat, and she was found a week later. Okay, so they have a press conference today. It's at 3:00, and I'm going to bring you guys up to date on that press conference. So what's going on now is that Connor Cook has now sued Alex Murdaugh, Buster, and Parker Convenience Store that sold Paul the alcohol the day before the crash. There's a picture of Paul in the convenience store showing his brother's ID. It's a still photo. I'm going to show it to you guys of him purchasing the liquor in the store. So the civil lawsuit was filed last month, and it's a result of the February 24, 2019 crash that killed 19-year-old Mallory Beach, okay? And it implicated the Murdaugh family. Mallory's mother filed that wrongful death suit in 2019. Connor says that the hours leading up to and after the moment when Paul Murdaugh's he crashed his boat into the bridge along Archer's Creek near Paris Island, he was drunk. He also describes how Alex attempted to control the narrative, like you just saw what people were saying at the hospital. He was trying to control what was being stated. He also said that there was a whisper campaign going on, which was an attempt to mislead or misdirect law enforcement, about what happened that night. So it was going to be an obstruction of an investigation. Now, this is an attorney that's doing this. This is an attorney whose family has had 87 years in that county and has held public offices. He also states that Alex Murdaugh was negligent in his decision to recommend. He tried to get Connor to hire Corey Fleming, the same attorney that handled the wrongful death suit for Gloria Satterfield, who is the maid who supposedly tripped and fell in the house when the new coroner sent an email to South Carolina Law Enforcement Division stating that an autopsy was never performed. Her death was listed as natural, and you normally don't die from a trip and fall in the home. So that investigation is now being open. So, and Fleming and Corey Fleming, the attorney, and Alex Murdaugh were college roommates, and they're best of friends. Why would you want to get your best friend corrupt? So let me see what you guys are saying. What do you guys think so far? He's corrupt. Let me see. My comments aren't rolling. Hi, Real. How are you? Welcome. Yeah, so, and Debbie, have I misstated anything, or am I still on track with all the facts? Because I don't want to do your family any injustice at all. I don't want to do your family any injustice. I want to make sure that I'm speaking the truth. Yes, a good old boy system. But I just want to make sure that I'm not doing her family any injustice, because this is her cousin that I'm speaking about. And like I stated, guys, there's a press conference today, and we're going to find out what else. Debbie's telling me that they're being really secretive, but they invited the family to a press conference. So I am dying to know what's going to happen at that press conference today. I really, really want to know about that press conference. So the reason why Cook is suing, and that's Connor Cook, he's suing Buster, the brother, because he gave Paul his ID to use to buy the liquor. He's suing the father because he felt like he was negligent in entrusting Paul, because he is stating that Alex knew that Paul was normally drunk and driving, including driving the boat. He said he was aware of the fact that Paul would be drunk and still driving. So I'm just disgusted with this. But we know that Paul and his mother were both found dead on their property by the dog kennel Alex, the father, found them. It's being reported that there were 2 different guns that were being used. My theory is that Curtis Edward Smith, whom Alex hired to shoot him, has been his trigger man in a lot of other things that we probably haven't even heard of yet. He could have been the one that did the hit and run on Stephen, because supposedly they found blue paint chips by by Maggie and Paul's body. And it is said that, what's his name? Curtis actually drove a blue truck. That don't mean anything, but it could be. Could be. So Connor filed this lawsuit in August. And he also stated that law enforcement officers may have known about Alex's intentions of hampering the investigation for that boat crash. I'm believing he knew. And let me give you, I was trying to find this still photo. There it is right now. Okay, let me share my screen with you on this so you can see this. Okay. Ooh. Yes, it's funny that Alex found them. It is very funny that Alex is the one that found them. That is my question. You know, Alex found them by the kennel. Very strange. And I have played that 911 call, and I'll probably play it again later on after this 3:00 conference. But this man does not sound, he tries to sound like he's out of breath. Yes, it was all a setup. And that's what I'm thinking. So guys, just in case I didn't tell. So after the boat crash and after the wrongful debt suit, so this is the second one, because Maggie Satterfield's family filed the wrongful debt suit against the family because their mother's trip and fall in the home. They were awarded $500,000. They never received the money. Corey Fleming handled that. So Mallory Beach's mother filed a wrongful debt suit. The accident happened in February. She filed in March. So at the time, Paul was facing 3 felony counts when he was killed. Maggie was in the process of trying to get all the family's assets. She wasn't trying to hide family assets. So she hired a forensic team, an accounting team, to, find all their money. Well, my understanding is that this was just found out about a month ago. Alex didn't know anything of, well, I'm going to take that back. It was put out a month ago that she had hired forensic accountants. I'm sure that Alex knew. He was stealing from his family's firm. He was kicked out, although he said he resigned. But he is no longer with the family firm. He said that this is due to his drug habit. His lawyer stated that his drug dealer was taking advantage of him because the price he was charging him for his opiates of choice. Got you. But anyway, Maggie was killed. Everybody was thinking that Maggie was collateral damage. I'm thinking Alex knew his gig was up. The fact that he had been stealing was going to come out because of the forensic accountant that was hired, that was finding out all of this information. Hi, Natasha. I think he put a hit out on his son because he was going to cost him more money because of the wrongful debt suit that was filed by Mallory's family. And the fact that Maggie had hired a forensic accountant and she was going to get all that information. I think he put a hit out on his son and his wife. That is my opinion. That is my opinion. I think he's up to it to his eyeballs. And then when you hear, oh, an attempt was made on his life. And when I got that call, I said, no, that don't sound right. And I did. And the person that called me can tell you what I said. And then come to find out that he had a superficial wound. Superficial. He left the hospital with no bandages at all. None. So you've got a young man that was killed in 2016 because it was rumored that he was having an affair with your son, Buster. Your maid tripped and fell in your home, and she died. Your son, who caused the death of a beautiful young woman, 19 years old, got 3 felony counts against him. Your wife hired a forensic accountant to track down your money. And then you hire somebody to kill you. Now, how did he miss? Don't know. Now, Curtis has been released now on $20,000, $50,000 bond. He's back home. He's given interviews stating that Alex set him up. He says that Alex set him up. He never, ever, ever shot him. He said Alex is setting him up because he owes him money for drugs. That's what the hitman is saying now. That's what the hitman is saying. I'm just like, oh my God. He gave an interview to CNN and said that Alex set him up. Oh my goodness. You said that from day one? Oh. Okay. So her family is knee deep in this. They're at the press conference today. But this man, he is soulless. He feels that he's privileged. So why didn't he take a hit out on Buster? That's what I'm trying to figure out. But he's trying to get Buster $10 million. Paul was costing him money. Let me show you this picture of Paul real quick. Getting the liquor with Buster's ID. Let me share this so you can see Paul. He's deceased now. I get it. But that is Paul. That is the still photo of Paul in the store. Showing the ID. There are his friends behind him. And this is Parker's convenience store. There he is, purchasing the liquor, the beer, whatever it was they were drinking, purchasing it. Now, it's just sad. There are so many debts surrounding this family, and these are the ones that we know about right now. And Connor went on to say that he was scared to tell the police that Paul Murdaugh was driving the boat because of the Murdaugh family's influence. Like I told you, they've had 3 generations, 80 years of serving as state prosecutors. We got Stephen Smith, 19, hit and run accident. Gloria Satterfield, all connected to that family. All of them connected to that family. Makes you wonder how many other things have happened. He also stated, Connor did, that Murdaugh was trying to get him to hire Cora Fleming. Again, he's trying to influence someone to hire his friend. And why? Connor thinks because he wanted him to potentially be a suspect to face criminal charges, and trying to name him as the operator of the boat. But as you saw, Miley stated the last time she looked, Paul was driving that boat. It goes to say the attorneys for Connor states that Alex Murdaugh's behavior is so extreme and outrageous as to exceed all possible bounds of decency and must be regarded as atrocious, and utterly intolerable in civilized community. Even these other attorneys see his behavior. It's just disgusting what this man is willing to do. Oh my God, you've known him for over 40 years. Debbie, I am so serious. I did not know that was your cousin until you told me that. And I promised you then I would never show any more photos of Mallory at all. So, and I won't do that. Yeah, it's no telling how long this goes back in this family. That whole family is corrupt. This is what's going on with this case. I want to know, what do you guys think? And I see it. You guys are saying it. They're corrupt. But he was kicked out of the family law firm for stealing. But he says he resigned. Hi, Beverly. No, you were kicked out. And then you had the nerve to say that your drug use exacerbated due to the death of your wife and your son. No, not at all. Not at all. I think you're knee deep. Let me see, can I pull this 911? I want you to hear this 911 call for yourself, because this will tell it all. I actually, I think I got rid of it out of my files, but let me see, can I pull it? Okay, the 911 call. Okay, let me see. Is this it? Let me make sure this is the 911 call he made. Hold on, guys. Let me just play this for a minute. Let me just listen for a second, because I got rid of it. Okay, real. All right, I get you. I have it. Let me play it for you. I'm sorry. I had to go back and make sure I can pull it. Ooh, that's what I'm saying. There's probably more bodies. Let me go play it for you guys. Hi, Mod 148. Let me pull this so you can hear it. Okay, let me make sure we got the screen. Let me raise this up. Drop this.
In Colleton County last month.
Maggie and Paul Murdaugh were found shot to death at their property at Islington on June 7th. There have been no arrests. The State Law Enforcement Division released 911 calls from that night when the father, Alex, called for help.
I have an Alex Murdaugh on the line, caller from 4147 Moselle Road. He's advising that his wife and child was shot.
Okay, and sir, give me the address again.
It's 4147 Moselle Road. I've been up to it now. It's bad.
He goes on to say that he had been gone, but just came back to find their bodies by the dog's kennels. No suspects have been named in this investigation.
Okay, so we heard that, right? How did he sound? Did he sound like, he sounded like he was out of breath. Oh, thank you, Real. I appreciate it. He sounded like he was out of breath. He was faking. He was faking. He was faking. Pat, I don't know why you were timed out. It's called a Google bot. None of my mods timed you out. Guys, if you're timed out, go back out and come back in. None of the mods are timing anyone out. So don't know. It's been going on now for 3 months. It's going over all across YouTube. But it seems like every time I come live early, it happens. If I go live late, it doesn't happen. So what is it? In my opinion, a small town family basically owns the town, makes it. Yes. And it's really easy to get away with whatever you desire to happen. Keep the family name clean and clear. Yes, I think they've been doing this for a while. Hi, how are you? Welcome. Yes, they've been doing this for a while. So I'm dying to know about this press conference today, guys. I really am. Once Debbie's going to try to record it for me so we can get it. If not, I'm going to have to wait. But the DA called the family last week, which is Debbie's aunt, called her last week, Mallory's mom, and wanted to meet with them. They're having a press conference today, and they're being really, really secretive. I'm not going to say what Debbie stated to me, what the DA slipped up and said. I'm just going to wait to the press conference because right now, this family it's Alex that's bringing a really bad name to this family. This family has been a staple in this community for over 80 years. Now, it might be learned behavior. Maybe great-grandpa. Oh, I forgot to tell you. The patriarch, the grandfather or the great-grandfather, can't remember which one, died 2 days before or the day before the services for Maggie and Paul. That's another death, but that was natural. He had been sick. Oh my God. No, Pat wasn't being bad. I mean, it seems to happen when I go live in the middle of the day. But if I go live later in the evenings, people don't get timed out, and I don't get it. But guys, I am sticking to this case. Also, wait a minute. I got a video that was sent to me. Hold on. Let me show you this video. It was sent to me, and it appears to be, I'm going to try to blow it up. It appears to be Brian Laundrie. He's somewhere in Northwest Florida, and that's why the FBI is actually searching that area again. You see that? This was taken yesterday, and I blew it up. And everybody is saying it's him. And this is the area that the FBI is now searching. But it looks like him. He was on it. That was coming off a trail camera in Baker, Florida. Okay? And it fits his description really, really strong. So someone that's in this Facebook group, that's in my chat, she sent me this video today. And if you look at it, it resembles him. It really, really does. And this is in Baker, Florida. So that's why this morning when I got up and I saw that they had resumed, the FBI had resumed that search, and then she sent me this picture. So they're thinking that's where he is. So I am hoping they find him, because I do believe that this man needs to be held accountable. Hi, Glenda. He needs to be held accountable for what he's done. Okay, the grandpa was a wonderful man. He gave a lot to the kids for football. Okay, now the grandpa was the one that died before Maggie and Paul's services, right? The grandpa died. Oh, the governor called in all state resources. Okay. So it does look like him. I meant to show you guys this, and I'm sorry, I forgot. But the more I blew it up, it looks like him. And it's a close, if it's not, it's a close resemblance. Oh my goodness. Okay, so the grandpa died, but the great-grandfather is still alive. Am I right, Debbie? The great-grandfather is still alive. Let's see. Show the side-by-side pics. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take it off my phone. I'm gonna put up the picture of the known picture of Brian. Oh, he is, but his mind is gone. Okay, that's what I'm watching too, Glenda. That's the channel that I watch. I get notifications from WFLA in Florida. That's where I get all my notifications from. Besides that, Debbie sends me all kinds of stuff. HSINSC sends me all kinds of stuff. Renee sends me all kinds of things because they're down there. And I got an update on Aiden Fossey today, which I'm verifying and looking into that. He's the one that stabbed the young girl 114 times. So I'm I know it's credible information because she's the one that came on and gave me all the back stuff, but I still need to get the other stuff. Gotta go. Okay, baby, I will see you. Okay, let me know what's going on, Debbie. I appreciate you being here, and thank you for keeping me updated on everything. Guys, oh, this is awful. I just want too many deaths surrounding this family. It just seems off. It seems weird. There's too many. What do you think this press conference is about? I know what Debbie told me. I know what the DA was telling her aunt. Yes, Debbie, our prayers are with you and your family. Please know that. But I know what the DA was saying to her aunt. I'm not at liberty to say. She's going to try to record it for me, but I'm going to go to WFLA, and I'm going to see if the press conference is going to be filmed. If it is going to be an open, I'm going to play it on my live so you guys can see it. No, there won't be no plea deals. This is another investigation. They've uncovered more information. They've uncovered more information. But the fact that Alex was trying to get these young teenagers to change their stories, trying to get into their rooms, to try to influence what they're saying to the officers, goes to show you what kind of disgusting human that man is. He is disgusting. Really, really disgusting. But I'm not going to keep you guys any longer. I know it's your lunchtime. I will see you guys at 6 for all my members. We are going to meet today for the members only. We're meeting for our book club today. And let's get into our book. Chapters 8 through 14 is what we're going to be going through. And yes, we're all thinking about Debbie. And then we're going to see the autopsy is being performed. Well, there should be identifying the body that was found, and the autopsy is supposed to be being performed as we speak right now on the unidentified body, which is probably Gabby. But I want to see what that autopsy shows, and that's going to go to show what they're going to charge Brian with, because we know that he's had everything to do with this young woman's death. Even if he left her out there, that's negligent homicide. That's what it is. Yes, I will be back for the press conference. I'm going to go check right now. Yeah, it won't be hard, but they have to be. I'm sure the family knows, okay? I'm sure the family knows. But still, they're asking them to stay quiet, because once they told the parents that a body was found close to the location the last time the van was found, they knew it was her. Thank you guys for being so supportive of her. But I am going to be back. It's 2 o'clock in South Carolina. I'm going to start looking right now to see can I find it. But Debbie stated, that if she's able to record it, she will, and she's going to send it to me. So either way, either there is going to be a live press conference or whatever, but I'm going to go to WFLA so I can catch it and see. But they're having a press conference today at 3:00 Eastern, 2:00 Central, and it'll be 12:00 Pacific time. So I want to thank you guys for being here. I appreciate all of you. Thank you for sticking around. And this case has really got me intrigued. Really has. So see all of you guys later. Thank you for being here. I will talk at you later. Bye, guys. Have a great, productive day. Bye.